Okay, today we're gonna cure this ribeye. It's from Butcher's. It's about 10 to 15 pounds, and we're gonna cut it open. Notice that I'm cutting away from myself. Never cut towards myself, and the blade is facing away. I'm gonna try to get as much blood off of it as I can. I'm gonna use this cherry claw to damp it off. I'm not gonna wipe, I'm just gonna dab. Okay. So I'm gonna try not to put as much blood on my cutting board. So I'm still gonna get a little, still gonna see a little, but not as much. It's pretty lucky for this one because it doesn't have that much in it on it. So keep dabbing and wipe some off my board a little bit. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you see that? That's beautiful marble. Nice cut. I'm gonna turn it back over, and now we're gonna trim as much as I can or as little as I can. I'm gonna get the uneven cuts in the hard piece. That edge is pretty much hard, but I'm just gonna cut it even, so when I get ready to cure it and put my seasoning on it, it's gonna seep into the meat from that side. Notice that I am making one straight cut, not going up and down. Just one straight cut across, and I'm gonna feel for some more hard pieces and loose pieces with fat. But I'm gonna keep the fat. I'm gonna keep all that. I'm gonna keep the render as I'm making my cuts. These are cured cuts, so it helps season soak into the meat. I guess you could call them pores also, pore cuts. And I'm doing it at an angle just for show. That's one. And let's do this one also. It's good.
That's cool.
Not too deep, just on the surface.
Appreciate you.
Just to cut the fat open. Okay? Yeah. Got it. All right, that's it. Next, we're gonna do the seasoning. Okay, now right here we have ribeye seasoning. We have salt, sugar, coarse pepper, fresh minced garlic, and some chopped rosemary. Yeah, look at that. See that? Nice and even. Okay, see the pores? Oh, yeah. Open, but not too open. Because once that meat starts cooking, then it's just gonna open up. So I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna start on the open meat side. Yeah. It doesn't have to be all that even, because I'm gonna rub it all in. As I'm rubbing, I am massaging the seasoning inside the meat. I'm gonna try to get every part of the ribeye. The end cuts. Get top edges. Flip it over, and then we got cut side. Fat. See, once that seasoning soaks into the fat, you know, it's all flavor. Nothing but flavor. When we make our cuts, every piece gets flavor. Okay. All right. Now to the next one. See that? Yeah. Make sure we open up those pore cuts, those clear cuts. Start the seasoning all over again. Okay. This time I'm just gonna sprinkle seasoning over it. Okay. Just rub it through, massage it through. Massage it all in. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Make sure we get the edges. Both sides. Yeah. All right. Flip it over. Make sure we get that cut side also before I flip it over. Yeah. Now, running out of seasoning. But don't worry, I got more. Right here. There you go. See that? Made a lot. Enough probably for maybe about 15 ribeyes. Pour some in to my already used seasoned container. Okay, here we go. Rub my edges again and massage it through. Massage it all the way through. Make sure we get a nice crust. This is going to be, temped at probably about 110 for about almost an hour, maybe 2 or 3 hours. Depends on the temp out, because some of them can be, thick. They can weigh a lot more. So it's going to take a lot longer for it to temp out. Open up those pores a little bit and rub some through. Okay. We have another one. I'm only showing you this because they all come in different sizes and they're similar but different thickness and sizes. Okay. Just rub that right through right quick. It shouldn't take no more than maybe about 2 or 3 minutes to rub through. Okay. Right. Sure we got everything. Part, edge, nice thick coat. Okay, here we go. A bit more. Everything coats out evenly. You might get some loose fat, and you can take it off if you want, scrape it off a little bit. Replace it with some seasoning. Put more flavor in. Okay. There we go. All right. Open it up a little bit. On to the next. Okay, now we're going to get rid of, discard the seasoning. But I'm going to keep the wax paper. So, got as much seasoning as I can because I don't want to cook it. So, burn. I'm going to give the roast ribeye. So, okay, now next, I'm going to wrap it. Light wrapping. Okay. Next, okay, now here we go. We're doing a plain, simple wrap. We're not going to wrap the ribeye up fully. We're going to leave some air under it. And we're just going to wrap the top just so the seasoning kind of like cures inside of it. This is the curing process. It's going to go in the cooler for about 24 hours. The shortest time is 4 hours. So the longest time would be 24. Good 24 hours would do a good cure. The seasoning would soak inside the meat through the fat and give you a nice taste as you're slow roasting it. Okay. do all three. Okay. Make sure we cover the edges up. Alright, so next we're going to do a label. Just label it, date it. Make sure that we get good rotation. And we don't pull it out too soon or leave one end too long. And there you go. We got cured ribeye.